What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Creative Culture, where we believe that creatives like you and I can change the culture we live in today. This is your boy Nehemiah, and right to my beautiful right,
Ashley. Hey, everybody.
What's up, baby?
Hey.
You ready for this conversation? Hey, real quick, I know this is going to be completely off topic, and I'm going to throw you left, but I think I'm going to start getting my nails done, like cleaned up and stuff, because I noticed I talk with my hands a lot, and I'm like, bruh, I saw the podcast. One of my I think my pinky was a little dirty, and I was like, "Bruh,"
Oh my gosh.
I was like, "Nah, bro, I need to make sure they clean." No,
but you're pretty good at keeping your
nails and stuff.
your nails clean and like cut.
Yeah, I try. That's not.
I need to work on that. But before we get into that, how was your day today?
My day was challenging. I'll just say it like that. My coworker, you already know.
I know.
Lord knows my prayer. My prayer has been. We're just gonna leave it that it was a challenging. It's a 60-year-old, 61 or something like that, 62-year-old guy. So I understand, like, young buck coming in here, and to him, I'm trying to take his job, but we're trying to work together. But other than that, it was good. How was yours?
Boring. If you don't know, no one knows because I have never even mentioned it, but since moving back to the Bay, I did get a part-time job at Five Guys.
The Lord's Burgers.
Honestly, it's a really good job, though. I love the people that I work with. Sometimes it can be a little, but for the most part, I love my job and just like the people, and I just love the company. They have like really good, like, I don't know,
morals and stuff.
Yeah.
They're really cool people, and they work with your schedule immediately.
Yes, that's one thing I love about that, because I said I can't work weekends just because I do photography, and I want to keep that open for photography and also just like family,
church,
and so they're very flexible with my schedule, and if I need a day off, okay,
they're cool.
Okay.
They're real cool. You've even called in hours before, and they didn't care. So my job is like that too. Shout out to AEC Alarms. They're actually a really like family company, and Ye Chong, he's a really cool boss. Sometimes he's kind of hard to read, but for the most part, he's a really cool boss. His dad started the company, and they've been in 51 years now. So
yeah,
crazy.
but yeah, today my day was pretty good. It was chill. Honestly, it was boring. There was really nothing to do besides clean.
No,
but yeah, that was my day.
All right, well, with the time remaining, let's get into our topic.
Okay.
I wrote this down. This specific like phrase. I don't know if I got it. I don't remember if I got it from somebody, or I just wrote it down. Sometimes I just be coming up with things in my random head. Yeah, my head is very random. So like my mind goes to places. So if you guys know where this quote is from, if I got it from somebody, please let me know, because I want to give them a shout out on this quote. But you can't rewrite your history, but you can change your destiny. And that right there, whew, it slapped me. I was looking back at my notes, like this was, I think I wrote this like in November. And I think this is when we were going through that stuff that didn't go through like it was supposed to and stuff like that. So I don't know if I heard this, so I just wrote this down. So yesterday after my brother's graduation, shout out to my brother Jaquan. I get emotional. I don't even get emotional. So we can just get right into the first, I guess, bullet point I had was, what in your history do you wish you can change? You can name one thing. You can name 5. I got a lot, but what's something that you'd be like, I wish I can change that?
Like in anything?
Yeah, in anything. It can be from like your weight to your face to your makeup, whatever. I don't know. Some of those pictures you posted on Facebook, just like me. So if y'all see my knee popping, it's because I'm on the couch, so my bad. So what would you like? What if there's maybe one thing that you'd be like, man, I wish I can change that in my history? This might get deep.
I don't know.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, let me think about it.
All right, so for me, it was losing my virginity at the age that I did.
I was gonna say that as well.
Because
but I was like, should I go that way? But yeah, go ahead.
So the reason why I wish I could change it is because it's brought me a lot of trauma. It's brought me a lot of battles. Through that, pornography became a big thing. Lustful thinking, all that. Even up to like When I feel like something great's about to happen, I feel like it tries to creep back up. We've even discussed that previously, and before we got married, I had confessed to you about my pornography issue, and it almost ruined it. We almost didn't get married, even up to almost 2 years ago. Lustful thinking, sent the message to someone, one text. You couldn't even find anything else after that, so that should let you know what it was. And even up to a couple months ago, I didn't do nothing, but I told you, hey, this is creeping back up.
Yeah.
And it's scaring me. So that's probably like the biggest thing in my history that I wish I could change was, I guess, losing my virginity, but also, I guess, the purity in my eyes. In such a perverted, obviously, world that we live in, I kind of wish I had to change that because it would have saved me from a lot of things.
But you know what? Like, we were listening to Ron Hope's podcast today. It was about...
I'm going to link it.
It's really good.
Boy.
But he had said, like, yeah, your what did you say right now about your visual? What did you say?
Visual perversion.
But I think that's not, I don't want to say normal, but that's how guys are.
Oh yeah,
he said it.
Yeah,
too,
but
like,
I don't think it would have been an issue if it never got exposed to me at the age it did. Like,
but I still think that it would still be like that now because you're a man.
Yeah.
And men have, like he said, the first thing that guys do is what they see.
Yeah, for
they
sure.
They fall in, I want to say fall in love, but like it's like for women, it's emotions really.
Yeah.
More than looks. Yeah, you could you could think someone looks good and looks cute or handsome or whatever, but you're not gonna be like all head over heels. Not like guys. Oh, you see a big butt or big boobs, you know.
Y'all, you got a point.
You know. So I mean, I don't know if that would have really...
it would be then the same thing.
I'm thinking about it. Yes and no. Yes, because obviously I would have loved to have lost it to you. But at the same time, no, just because that's my journey and it obviously led me up to like, you know, where I am today in a way. Sure. And that's just my story, you know. Yeah. But so it's like yes and no for that.
Do you have like one more thing?
Something that I
got so much, but I think that was probably one of the biggest ones.
Honestly, kind of like what you said in the beginning about like my weight. After having Isla.
I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry.
No.
I was talking about me.
No, but for me too, though. I mean, we've talked about this before. Like, yes. we're actually on our journey right now of losing weight.
Yeah.
But like difficult. To go back to like in the past time is after when I had Isla, that's when I really like gained my weight. Yeah, you have your baby fat, your baby pooch, you know, for those few months after you're still in the postpartum. You know, you have to let your body heal. But I didn't do anything about it afterwards. And I know my body, like my body tends to hold just fat. And I've always had that growing up.
Everybody.
I've always had, but there's people that have fast metabolism and it's like they don't gain weight. But for me, like it just holds. And I didn't do anything about it after, you know, I was able to like work out or do this and that. I kind of just ate what I wanted to and didn't eat healthy, which led me up to now. I'm like the highest weight I've ever been. Yeah. And I was like very difficult.
Well, no more because you've been dropping it.
Yeah, but still, I'm not where I want to. According to the charts of Google, I am obese for my height, and that doesn't feel good. I know numbers don't mean anything on the scale, but at the same time, like I know I'm, you know, overweight, and I for sure would have like loved wait, what am I trying to say? I would have for sure have loved to like start that sooner instead of now, and now I'm like at the highest, and like now I can't even lose it, and it's like very hard. And we're also trying to have another kid, so it's like, man, and I'm gonna be 30, guys. I'm gonna be 30 next Saturday.
You'll be 30. Oh no, you won't be 30 yet when this releases. So y'all give her, you know, shout outs, birthday shout outs.
My birthday's
I'm gonna link
17th.
I'm gonna look her Cash App, Venmo,
oh
Zelle,
my gosh,
whatever
no.
y'all want.
No.
Yeah, just go ahead and bless the young lady here.
No.
No, just kidding.
But yeah, that's something that I would have changed.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm changing it now. It's never, you know, it's never too late.
Never too
but
late.
Still,
Always never too late.
But still, you know.
The next question I had was, do you believe what happened in your past destroyed you or built you?
In my past.
So, according to the two things that you just told me, um, losing your virginity and also your weight journey, do you believe it built you or it destroyed you? I kind of answered it already. Like this, like for me, it completely destroyed me. It destroyed my thinking, almost destroyed my marriage, almost destroyed something that, like we almost didn't get married. So like for me, of course, it destroyed me, but it also built me for who I am today and who I will be in the future. Because now I can talk to somebody. I can talk to a kid, maybe younger, maybe at the age that I lost my virginity. I can talk to that kid maybe and talking him out of it because I've had that experience. So in a way, it destroyed me, but it also built me at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure for sure that it's built me in some sort of way. I can't really think of like how, like right now. I mean, well, I don't know.
I look at it for you, right? Women right now, they deal with body issues so much.
Yeah.
And I think you being able to drop the weight that you want to be at or have your physique be a certain way, people that maybe know you, that maybe are dealing with the same issue, will be able to relate. You'll be able to relate with them and you'll be able to maybe encourage them. So that way they can feel better about themselves.
Yeah.
The reason I told you the reason why I wanted to start my weight journey again, because I've done it before, but I've quit. I told you the reason why I wanted to do it now.
We've done it together.
Yeah. And the reason why I wanted to do it now was because of Sharif.
Yeah.
Him posting all the time, and I love the way he dresses. And I'm like, man, dude, I love to dress that way too, but I don't look as good as that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't look as good as him in it. And it's not that I'm comparing myself, but I see it like as a challenge. Like, man, if you lose his weight, man, you can look just like that. You look good with it now. I mean, I have people compliment me all the time.
Yeah.
You're a big dude, bro. You know how to dress. And it's like, yeah, but it's hard to find it.
Yeah. Especially because you're short.
Yeah, I'm short and fat.
We literally have to cut like this much of pants off.
Hey, relax. We ain't got to go.
Hey, same for me though.
Yeah, but that's how I believe yours could help, because a lot of women are dealing with that right now. You go on social media, what do you see all over TikTok? What do you see all over Instagram? And girls going to the gym, or girls talking about how they want to lose weight and how there's a new formula to lose weight by not having, stuff like that. But now let's switch into the destiny part.
Okay.
I put you can change your destiny. You can change the destiny. I believe there's the root word, and destination is destiny. It starts almost in the same thing. So the first one I asked is, what is your end destination? Do you like, what is that one thing that this is what I want to accomplish in life? Like, this is where I feel like, cool, I just changed the trajectory of my life and I feel like I'm living in the destiny that God has for me. And that's a very, very, very broad, like, hard question to answer.
Like destiny in the same topics that we were talking about, or just like
just in general? Because if we can go to that topic, I mean, I can tell you right now, I want to be 200 pounds flat. I want to be a 210 with muscle, or 190 and 200 with muscle. Like, that's just what it is. I know it's going to take hopefully only 6 months by the end of this year. Like, in reality, I know I can push myself to that because of the calorie deficit, eating properly. So for me, that's easy. But like, with where you're at right now today, you've literally changed it. We moved to a whole nother city again. We talked about in the last EP how third trimester is our birthing season.
Yeah.
But you were able to change your destiny. You were able to change almost your destination because you had to move to a whole nother place, because where you were at was going to keep you in a dry season, in a dry time where you weren't going to succeed
or grow.
Yeah. So like, what is your end destination? What is that? What is like, I made it, not I made it, but like, I'm here. I finally can say that.
I would say, for me personally, I mean, everyone's, destination journeys looks different, and what they think is like, I made it. But for me, I would say us doing full-time ministry and also just for me, full-time photographer for weddings. Um, and also just being able, obviously, the finances, just because our story with finances has been rocky, and I know that um once we succeed that, then I know that we're good. And I also do want to, we just talked about it right now after dinner, like, oh, blessing people, like, and I know that's something that we want to do, but it's kind of hard to right now because of finances. I know, and I want to do that too. So I feel like once we get to that point, like where we're able to bless people like that, like I feel like that's where, like, okay, I made it. That's
Yeah, for sure. I think
Yeah.
for me, like you said, I would love to. I'm saying this out loud, and I've been saying this out loud now for a few months now. Full time ministry and full time content creator. Where my job full time is doing stuff at church, in the content world, obviously with that as well, and then being able to come home and shoot podcasts. And this is what I do for a living.
Yeah.
This is what you and I do for a living. It's very possible,
For sure.
especially now the role that we're going. So with me, yeah, I feel like, hey, this is our time. Like, I've never felt it like I felt it before. I feel like I really walked into the door. Pastor Ron has been preaching. I mean, the beginning of the sermon series was, he talked about doors, gates, windows.
Yeah.
And I really believe that we walked into that door, but he also said, you can, your gift can get you into the door, but your character,
Yeah.
that's how you stay in the room. And I believe that my character has shifted a lot. I've become, this sounds so cocky saying it. It sounds very arrogant, but I feel like I've become humble in the sense of where I'm not boasting where I'm at. I'm not boasting who I'm working with, who I'm with.
Yeah. And we had to learn that the hard way.
I had to learn that
Obviously,
the hard way.
if you guys follow us on Instagram, like, we haven't posted anything of like what we do. We're now just barely like announcing it.
Yeah, I barely talk about it. I barely post it. There's
And
times where I want to.
Yeah.
How about this? I haven't even taken a picture with my favorite singer. Lizzie's my favorite singer. Roosevelt's my favorite. Roosevelt is my favorite too. But I
took a boomerang with Lizzie, yeah, but I mean,
I took a picture with Roosevelt. I ain't gonna lie. He's one of my favorite preachers.
I know.
I can't wait to see him this weekend.
I'm excited.
I want to talk to him about one of these sermons that he slapped me in the face with. About
like,
that table, about the table. You already know. But for me, yeah, I feel like I've had to humble myself because there's a part of my character that needs to change.
Yeah, and there's also just things where it doesn't need to be shared. I mean,
it doesn't.
It doesn't. They'll know once they know. Like, does that make sense? Like,
it's like someone.
It's like if you know, you know.
Yeah, someone had sent you. I think it was a screenshot or something, and they're like, "I see you," like, and nobody, like.
She knows who she is.
We love you, girl. But no one knows. Like,
yeah,
we didn't post. Like, it's just crazy. But anyways, to go to the next question, in changing your destiny, or almost in changing where your destination is, like, how do you make sure that your history doesn't creep up? You name two things. The one, obviously, you don't really have to talk about, but the weight loss. How do you make sure that you're not overeating or overthinking to make you overeat? I'm talking to myself. Stress eat, all that. How do you make sure that you don't do that going into, like, not letting your weight get in the way of the destination? Because the weight that God has already given you to carry, like, you have to lose the weight because the weight that he's giving you is heavy, but it's heavy enough for you to walk in. So how do you change? Like, how do you make sure that doesn't get back?
Honestly, it's just like a mind game, I would say.
Mind shift.
Yes, because it's very hard, especially like you just said, like binge eating. Like, I feel like I struggle with that. Like, if I'm bored, no, let me get a snack.
I do that. Right? I do all the time. Why do you think
I
gotta
sometimes they ain't
look,
healthy.
Look, y'all. I got a water. for a reason, because I want to eat a snack right now because we're just sitting down talking on the couch.
Yeah, but it's
like,
been
I
like
have to
very
stop.
hard, especially like where I work. Like they offer free meals every day for your shift,
That's wild.
and it's so hard not to eat that every day.
Y'all, that's a $20 meal.
Literally. And so like, I mean, occasionally I get it like in a lettuce wrap, but still, even then, that's like, oh, you know, a little bit of calories. And I try not. I haven't drank soda in I don't even know how long, besides yesterday when we went to In-N-Out.
But you didn't even drink it all.
I didn't.
Yeah.
But I just don't have like that. Like, oh, I need soda. And like a few months ago, like all I was drinking was Sprite. And I was like, oh, I love Sprite, and I still do. But so it's really just like a mental like thing. Like, no, actually, like, no, you want to lose this weight, and you're not gonna lose it by, you know, when you keep eating like this, or if you keep getting this or drinking this. Like, what do you want more? Do you want to please yourself for 5 minutes, or do you want to like yeah, or do you want to like please yourself later on when you have the body that you want, or the weight that you want,
and you feel like the mental battles could almost stop you from your destination.
It's hard. It's very, if anyone is like on that journey of weight loss or just like being healthy in general, they know like it's very hard.
Yeah,
very hard.
I would say for me, the weight loss, I already felt like I clicked. There's a shift. There's like a button that pressed.
Once you start going to the gym, though, I feel like that, like, I don't know why, but like
it's
for
a mental
me,
thing.
It makes me feel like I'm like, I already like lost 10 pounds. Like I feel like so much more active. I feel more like productive. Like I want to get stuff done. Let's go, you know? And I don't know. It's just something about the gym where like
it's a thing that does like they talk about the dopamines and all that stuff. I don't know any of that stuff, so I couldn't get into that. But yeah, it does do something. Like for me, I feel like it switched. It switched back into like my boxing mode. When I was in boxing, I had to make weight and all that. So that's why for me is like, but it's true. But I am going into a battle. Like I am about to go into a fight. So like I kind of need to train.
You fight to yourself.
Like you need to train. And for me, I would say I guess the other part that I talked about was the virginity and but the lustful thinking, the pornography. I think for me, it's the way I know that I can't let that creep up is me keep telling you when I deal with it. When I have moments where I feel it almost drowning me, and I'm like, hey babe, I'm going, like I feel this. I've told you this. Well, I think I told you like 2-3 weeks ago. Hey babe, I feel like this is happening again. I feel this weird and like I told you, and then I feel like God's just slowly just taking that away. So I'm like, I'm not letting it creep back in because like I told you, I'm not messing it up this time.
Yeah.
Like we're back over here for a reason, and I'm not messing it up. Like ain't nothing gonna get in the. I can't get myself. I refuse to let me get in the way
of you
of what God has for me.
Yeah.
So it's like, who do I have to kill every day? That guy. Who do I have to kill? The lustful guy. Who do I have to kill? The guy who overthinks himself. The guy who sits there and overeats because he feels a certain way. Who do you have to kill? That man has gotta die. And I feel like I'm getting there. Like he's choking. I'm choking the crap out of this dude. And for some reason he's not dead yet. Maybe I need to get a knife and cut this dude's head off. And that sounds very vulgar to see, but what happened with David and Goliath? He hit that man with a rock, and when after he hit that man with a rock, he ran and jumped on that fool and sliced that man.
Yeah.
And I feel like right now I keep hitting rocks. I keep throwing rocks and I keep getting down, but for some reason it keeps trying to come back up. And I think now it's time to have the courage to just slice the head off of it. Yeah. And it's hard. It's hard because there's moments where I felt like today I almost felt like I almost drowned. And I'm like, no, I can't do this. You can't mess up. Because I've messed up too many times. And I don't, and I get in the way of me, and I can't keep letting that happen. So it's vulnerability with your spouse, telling you, hey, babe, as embarrassed I feel to tell you, hey, babe, as embarrassing how I feel younger, I feel like a little kid when I have to go and tell you that I deal with that. But that's what's going to help overcome. So with somebody, to wrap up here, we got a couple minutes. How would you encourage somebody? Weight's been the biggest thing for you. How can you talk to somebody on your camera right now and encourage them? Because the history of weight loss. How can you help somebody encourage somebody, make sure that they don't bring that into the destination that God.
Just don't give up. Just don't give up, honestly. I mean, I'm still on this journey, so I can't really like give proper encouragement or advice. But what I've been going through is just don't give up. Don't let those like those little voices in your head, like, you know, just get in the way. And yeah, just don't give up. Every day is a new day, and just keep stepping forward in what you want. But
that's real good.
Just something simple.
It's the simple things that matter. The simple is not giving up.
And I know we hear all the time, "Oh, don't give up, don't give up." But like honestly, like,
yeah, don't.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, don't.
Because if you do, it's like you have to start all over.
Yeah. See, and that's where, yeah.
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 What about you?
For me, someone that's maybe dealing with the same issues that I've dealt with, I would tell you flat out, you gotta drown that person. The flesh is the hardest thing to kill, but once it's dead, it can never rise again. Because once you kill the flesh, it turns into dust, and ain't nothing gonna come back up from that dust. So I would say, one, talk to somebody. Don't be afraid to talk. If you're married, talk to your spouse. If you're dating, talk to your girlfriend, boyfriend. If you have a best friend, don't be afraid to talk to them. Pastor, leader, don't be afraid to talk.
Yeah.
Two, know that you can overcome it. Simple as that. Know that you can overcome it. And three, keep that destination right there in front of you. And remind yourself every day, I'm a step closer. I'm a step closer. Yeah. I told you I'm weeks away. I'm talking about maybe end of the month away.
And just like we did in the beginning of the year when we went to our church.
Yeah.
They gave us a little thing and they put 5 things.
Yeah.
And what do you want to happen this year? And we wrote it down and we kept it on a wall.
Yeah, we did.
And some of the things have already, we can check off.
It's already
we
started.
got our own place. We got jobs. Yeah. Now it's just to focus more on, content.
What we really want to do. Yeah, man.
And just keep striving.
It's a good one. This is a good one. We don't want to keep the podcast that long.
Yeah.
Especially for people, so that way they can actually tune in and actually watch and engage. Because usually lunch is only 30 minutes long, anyways. So obviously when we have guests, it's gonna be different.
Yeah.
But yeah, babe, this is a good one. Episode 2 down, season 2. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank y'all for just for the love and support that you've given us in the last EP. My wife has gotten tons of DMs from y'all ladies, man. Thank you so much. I know that means the world to my wife. It makes it a little easier for her to talk. So thank y'all. Thank you, baby, once again for just coming on with me. It's your crazy husband. But anyways, this is another episode here at Creative Culture. We believe that creatives like you and I can change the culture we live in today. We'll see y'all on the next one.